Do you love vampires, werewolves, mind-boggling plot twists, and the physics-defying body types of girls built like One Piece characters? Then boy do I have the anime for you, but fair warning, it comes with a side of what the fuck am I watching? Today, we're talking about Dancing the Vampire Bund, a show that could have been amazing, but got lost somewhere between vampire politics and questionable character choices. This will contain spoilers for Dancing the Vampire Bund manga and anime. You have been warned. But, play my intro real quick.
The monsters. Hold on, wait a minute, let me get a key rising when I'm ventilating, demonstrating, captivating, assimilating. When you niggas singing, saying I'm the fucking best. Better get your best, nigga, color me impressed. Swear that you blessed. All up in your chest. Kill you with my sword, guess I gotta clean my mess. The fact that you niggas see me playing, it's only natural. I'm super just saying.
Dancing the Vampire Bund aired in Japan in 2010, just 12 episodes. I found it back in 2013 during my werewolf era, and trust me, it was a phase. I was devouring werewolf books, rewatching Underworld, and yeah, even got caught up in the Twilight hype. Don't judge me, we all been there, at least some of y'all. But I picked up the manga first, and I meshed with it. It was pretty cool. There were some questionable things in the manga, but I finished it. So when I saw it was an anime, I said, why not? I jumped in thinking I was about to witness greatness, right? But then plot twist. The anime is somewhat different than the manga. I expected that, but it does share a lot of similarities. Now, some of the things I'm going to tell you are the similarities of the weirdness in there. Just a little peek of the weirdness. But I'm mainly going to be talking about the anime today. And spoiler alert, this show is wild. Now, the show starts off strong. Mina Tepish, the queen of vampires, straight up tells the world, yo, vampires exist. We bought some land. It's a garbage island, but it's ours now. Vampire homeland, baby. It's a bold move. But then we meet Akira, a regular high school student with amnesia, until he finds out he's a werewolf and Mina's personal bodyguard from back in the day. They had a past connection, childhood friends, but now he's caught in this web of loyalty, politics, and blood-sucking drama. Quick shout out to the Beowulf Corps though. Akira's squad. These dudes train in firearms, blades, hand-to-hand combat, you name it. They're built like anime John Wicks before they transform into werewolves. They are raw as hell. Like, they come in and they get the business done. I just had to shout them out real quick, because even like that was a long time ago when I did read it. I can still remember that these niggas were cold. Anyway, so this is where it gets deep. Mina isn't just trying to survive, she's trying to establish vampires as a legit part of society, which means navigating politics, assassination attempts, ancient vampire clans, and horny vampire dukes. Oh yeah, she's also the only high-ranking female vampire, which means all these old male vampires looking to marry her, not out of love, but to create a pure blood heir. Basically Game of Thrones, but if Daenerys was permanently trapped in a middle school body. And while all that's going on, Akira's trying to figure out who he really is, protect her, and not lose himself in the process. Deep stuff! But then the show throws all of that aside for the weirdness, right? Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Mina's design. She looks like she's 10, maybe 13 on a good day, but surprise, she's really hundreds of years old. Now, that would be whatever, lots of anime do that, if they didn't immediately put her naked in the anime's opening. Not even 2 minutes in, and it's like, boom, what the hell are we doing? You should be arrested for this. Then, you've got the infamous shade gel scene. Vampires in this world need this gel to walk in sunlight, so of course, she runs out while she's with Akira, and Akira has to rub it all over her tiny, naked, prepubescent body. And he's clearly uncomfortable, but Mina, she's like, chill, I'm older than your grandma, times 12. And Akira just is like, okay, sir, what is going on? Arrest that man. Now, later on, we find out she has an adult form she can shift into to use the full scope of her powers, but that's top secret, because if the other vampire lords find out, they'll try to force her into marriage and get her pregnant. Yeah, we're doing that storyline in 2010. I get that she looks like a kid for the plot, and hell, even in the manga, it's still a huge plot point. They go by for a while. It's just inserting her in these sexual scenarios or her flirting with Akira in that kid form is just uncomfortable to watch. So, just when I thought things couldn't get worse, there's Nanami. So, Akira's class president hates vampires, but she gets turned after a creepy, low-key, assaulty moment by a vampire happens. I guess that's how horny teenage vampires attack. If you ever watch the show, there's a lot of sexual-esque attacks. So, if you watch it, you know what I'm talking about. But she's after she gets turned, right? She visits this 13-year-old boy named Yuzuru. It's her neighbor, whom has an older sister, younger brother bond with her, right? And y'all, she finds out he's moving, walks into his bedroom, and just kisses him, right? And again, Yuzuru misses her. Oh, I miss my older sister. And I guess that prompts some romantic feelings. I don't know how that grew from that. But anyway, she's 16. He's 13. And the way they draw them is so odd. She looks like a full-grown woman, and he looks like he's in the 5th grade. I deadass thought that this whole scene, manga and anime alike, I thought that scene was his wet dream that he had because he was going to miss her and shit. But no, it's not. It's a real scene, you know what I'm saying? So, at this point, I was ready to drop the manga when I read that, right? What goes through someone's head to write this? I skipped over that as a couple other weird things came up, but I just kind of skipped over it and kept reading the story, right? But trust me, this is the tip of the iceberg. There's weird stuff throughout this whole manga, right? But this was strike 2.5. So, lastly, this is something I don't have an actual issue with. It's just great storytelling, if anything. But it still kind of rubs me the wrong way because why you gotta be messy like this, right? Akira loses his memory after seeing a horrific scene that damaged his mind when he lost his memories. So that's basically where we find Akira, where he lost his memory, right? He forgot about Yuki, but she still cared, right? Yuki is bro's fiance, and after all of that stuff happened, he just forgot that they were engaged. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, if Mina never showed up, I can almost bet money that Akira and Yuki would have gotten back together. You know what I'm saying? If Mina never showed up and he never got his memories back, they would have got back together for sure, right? But when Yuki and Akira are trying to reconnect, rebuild what they had, every single time, Mina pulls up. Mina pulls rank. Mina pulls Akira every damn time. Girl, get the hell out the way. Yuki finally starts getting close to him again, and Mina's nah, he belongs to me. Girl, you literally stole her man while he still has no idea they were engaged. All because you want him for yourself is crazy. What makes matters worse is there's this one scene where I guess he's sleeping in a bed inside of Mina's castle, and then he wakes up to see Mina asleep beside him. Naked, I might add. And Yuki catches wind of it. Bruh, I'd have to be a terrorist to vampires for real. Because what do you mean you woke up next to my fiance in bed and your clothes just happened to be invisible? What are you talking about? Again, vampire or not, you have to see me in the hands. You have to bite me. But later on, they both end up being friends later on, moving down the line in the show. And Yuki just accepts it. She's like, it's cool, you can have him. Hell no, if that was me, I'd be making vampire steaks out of desk legs and transferring schools immediately. Right now. I needed to be at a different school yesterday. Because what do you mean you're stealing my fiance? Get out of here, bruh. But that's Dancing the Vampire Blend. It's not all bad, right? The action scenes hit, the lore is kind of there, and the Beowulf Squad deserves their own spinoff. I will die on that hill because they are badasses. But the weirdly sexualized preteen vibes, the creepy romance dynamics, and the she's technically old excuse, nah, that stuff drags the whole show down for me, honestly. Like, this show could have been like Castlevania or Tokyo Ghoul, but instead it ended up as vampire fan service, right? Would I recommend it? Only if you're studying bad anime tropes or just really love werewolves with swords. Did this make you interested in watching this? If it did, therapy, my guy. Seek some professional help. Please, I don't watch this. And if you do watch it, skip the intro every time. If you guys are watching this and the intro's playing, like what makes me mad, the song bops. The song in the intro bops. Like, that's what makes me so mad. It's a bop. It's just the intro visuals is where someone's gonna walk in your room and ask you, are you okay? Or they might call the cops on you. Like, literally, don't, like, that's all I'm gonna say on that. But this has been your boy Modern Ninja the Nerd. Like, sub, and hit that bell if you want me to expose more anime with good ideas and questionable execution. See you guys in the next arc.